I watched the video that OpenAI released where they announced the merging of former Apple lead designer Jony Ive's company, I.O., and Sam Altman's artificial intelligence company, OpenAI. If you haven't watched it, I've got it linked in the description. I highly recommend checking it out. Now, just to recap, Jony and Sam have been developing a new revolutionary hardware product over the last 2 years, a new product that will move us past what they refer to as the legacy technology of traditional desktop and notebook computers.
The products that we're using, they're decades old. Surely there's something beyond these legacy products.
And bring us into better synchronicity with what Sam Altman calls magic intelligence in the cloud and an incredible external brain.
We have like magic intelligence in the cloud. I have this incredible external brain.
Now, it seems crystal clear to me that Jony and Sam want to say goodbye to computers altogether and integrate the incredible capabilities of ChatGPT with a hardware product that will always be with us, like literally on us at all times.
Jony recently gave me one of the prototypes of the device for the first time to take home, and I think it is the coolest piece of technology that the world will have ever seen.
Now, in the video, Sam talks about how sitting at a computer and using our hands to input with a mouse or a trackpad, a keyboard, and a screen is legacy technology.
If I wanted to ask ChatGPT something right now, think about what would happen. I would like reach down, I would get out my laptop, I'd open it up, I'd launch a web browser, I'd start typing, and I'd have to like explain that thing. And I would hit enter and I would wait and I would get a response. And that is at the limit of what the current tool of a laptop can do. I think this technology deserves something much better.
Now, the way Sam talks about computers reminds me of how someone like Henry Ford would have talked about the horse and carriage while he was hatching a plan to invent the first mass-produced automobile. And while the automobile was a massive leap in innovation and progress from the horse and carriage, it wasn't so radically different of a core concept for human locomotion that we all had to rewire our brains to even begin to comprehend how we would get around. But Ford's dream of democratizing locomotion for the masses, anyone could get a Model T and hit the road when they wanted to, it wasn't as revolutionary as what Jony and Sam seem to want to do. For them, it's not about a faster, better computer. It seems like it's about getting rid of computers altogether. It'd be like if Ford saw the horse and carriage, and instead of dreaming of the Model T, he got a little crazier, a little more ambitious. He dreamed of teleportation. Now, what Sam and Jony seem to be teasing is incredibly ambitious, even a little crazy. Can you imagine replacing every desktop and notebook computer and every iPhone and iPad with a small device that can help you make whatever you need to make? A spreadsheet, a video, a presentation, a new font, a brochure. If you can think it up, this magic intelligence in the cloud can make it. We'll leave traditional computing behind and wear a device that, as far as I can tell, will absorb all of the information around us, including our speech, in order to function as sort of an external additional brain that can handle everything we throw at it. Sam mentions how many people are already achieving incredible results with their work much faster because they have an incredible external brain.
And they report, I'm 2 or 3 times more productive as a scientist than I was before because I have this incredible external brain.
Sam wants the ability to create anything you can imagine to be fully democratized. He wants anyone who says, I have this idea, to make it happen.
I want everybody to have it. I don't want it to be the tiny percentage of the population that figures out how to use bad tools and is really smart. I want anybody to say, hey, I have this idea, make it happen.
Personally, I've seen some of that already in action. A friend has used ChatGPT to build a software application from the ground up with little to no experience writing code at all. He used ChatGPT to create it, taking Sam's dream of having an idea and using the external brain of AI to bring it to life.
But if you have a hard problem, you can have this like team of geniuses in all of their different disciplines.
I and my friend Alex have a podcast that we produce, and while we don't use ChatGPT to make it, we do use AI tech to edit the videos. Because we record our podcast with 3 cameras, we have a lot of editing to do to cut back and forth between his angle, my angle, and our wide shot. We used to use Autopod with DaVinci Resolve, but Blackmagic recently added a similar function to their editing software that allows us to, in essence, edit the entire podcast with the push of a button. We can customize how often it cuts between the angles to get it just right, and both of us have said that if it weren't for AI tools like this, we wouldn't be able to produce a podcast at all. It would simply take too much time and effort. Now, with what Sam and Jony are talking about, they want to take it even further, and what they're teasing makes me immediately think of a director of a film. Steven Spielberg, Quentin Tarantino, David Fincher. They have a team of people with incredible skills and capabilities working for them, and the director holds the vision for what they want to make. They direct and guide and shape the creation of what they're making, utilizing the skills and talent of the team they've assembled. And when it all works well, it's an incredible experience. Sure, there might be flaws in the final product, things that didn't go as planned, but for the person who possessed the vision and communicated with a team of highly skilled individuals to conduct the endeavor of making something into a finished film, does it really get any better than that? Now, I'm sure Sam and Jony have loved having these capabilities and experiences as founders themselves, but they know that it's not accessible to everyone. They're millionaires who have built companies and designed products most of their lives, so it makes sense that they have a team of people around them to help them whenever they need it. So how does someone like me who doesn't have that get in on that action? And that's where this democratization idea comes in. If I have this AI device on me, I have in essence a film crew at my beck and call to make or build whatever it is I want to make or build. And this is where the death of Final Cut Pro and video editing in general comes in. If I have an idea for a video or a film and I have this magic intelligence in the cloud, this powerful external brain that can take my prompts and direction to craft everything for me, the script, storyboards, dialogue, the shots, the lighting, the costumes, the production design, and even the editing of the video, all done digitally. Why do we need someone to sit at a computer sorting through shot after shot to assemble the film? With the example of the podcast I mentioned earlier, what if instead of sitting at the computer and opening DaVinci Resolve, Alex and I just supplied this AI device with the footage we shot and told it to edit it into a finished podcast? We simply tell it how often we want to cut between the angles, and it uses its magic intelligence to optimize the audio. If it takes a pass and needs some adjustments, we simply tell it to adjust it and it kicks out a new version. As soon as it has it the way we want it, we're good to go. And yes, when I hear that out loud, I too am pained to think that the craft of editing and post-production in general could largely go extinct because AI can do it faster and cheaper. We've seen remarkable progress with AI's ability to create still and motion pictures. Google just released Flow, an AI video generation platform powered by VO3, which aims to empower users to create AI-generated videos from scratch, complete with music and realistic dialogue.
This ocean, it's a force, a wild, untamed might.
I watched a video someone made about what it would be like to go to a real Jurassic Park, and the video was pretty impressive. While there were flaws in the animation and effects, it's obvious that it's a significant leap forward for AI-generated video. And a friend of this channel, Theo, made a video covering Flow and VO3 in depth on his channel, and he got some pretty impressive results when generating made-from-scratch AI videos. The worst part of the experience from my point of view, how much of a clunky process it was to interact with the computer to even get it to make the videos. Are Jony and Sam making something that removes that part of the process? Because I'd be down for that. Can you imagine if they eliminated the need to sit at a computer at all to tell an AI tool like Flow what to make? If they could do that and it worked really, really well, it would truly feel like magic. They also seem to want to eliminate any need for the user to take what the AI makes and edit it together into a completed video. Instead of using AI to make the ingredients for the thing you want to make, Sam and Jony want it to make all of it. You're the director, and the AI device is ready to help you make whatever it is you want to make start to finish. Anybody who has a vision to make something can immediately have the team they need to make it a reality. Just look at the thumbnail for this video. I directed ChatGPT to create it, and while it took over an hour to get it just how I wanted it, and I still had to do a few things on my own to finish it, I was able to make something that just a few years ago wouldn't have been possible for me. Imagine if that extends to so many other fields and disciplines, like video editing and content creation. What if Alex and I weren't able to meet in person to record a podcast? What if we could use this device to capture a conversation over the phone and then tell it to turn that conversation into a video podcast that matches the exact look of the podcast we record with our old cameras, our mics, and all of that? How incredible would that be? Sure, we may not use it often, but it would be amazing to be able to create an episode for our channel without any kind of limitation imposed on us if we can't be in the same room. Now, I'm not saying it's this utopian endeavor that will be nothing but sunshine and rainbows when all is said and done. There would be plenty of negatives associated with all of us wielding this magic intelligence in the cloud to make whatever it is we can think up. And of course, that goes for any kind of revolutionary technology. There's always a good side and a bad side to it. And right now, there's more than enough noise out there between videos and websites and social media accounts. We're already moving from noise to slop as AI tools make it easier for people to generate garbage videos that are so vapid and soulless that they in my opinion, put platforms like YouTube at risk of extinction simply because there's so much slop you have to slog through to find a video that's actually original or creative, thoughtful, even well made, that you'd rather just not use the platform at all. And while Sam and Jony are looking to create something that is completely revolutionary, they see the horse and carriage and want to invent teleportation. Apple sees the same thing and releases the Vision Pro and spatial computing, and instead of teleportation, it feels like they've just invented a faster horse. And in case you're not sure what this whole faster horse phrase is referencing, there's a well-known quote from Henry Ford where he essentially says that if he asked his customers what they want with personal transportation, the answer would be a faster horse. But his answer was something completely new, something they couldn't even think of, the automobile. And that's where I think there's a strong argument that the Apple Vision Pro and spatial computing is just a faster horse. It's possible that when Sam watched the keynote about the Apple Vision Pro, he thought to himself, they're missing it completely. People don't want a computer strapped to their face. They want to be free of the computer entirely. They just don't know it yet, and it's our job to show them. Very similar to how Steve Jobs showed us how to get away from our desktop computers and use the iPhone to get us out of the office and away from our homes with a truly mobile, pocketable computer, but still arguably just a faster horse. The iPhone changed the world like the automobile did, but are all of us really in search of something more powerful, something that changes how we live and work so profoundly that right now, we can't even comprehend it? And when you think about spatial computing in light of what Sam and Jony are setting out to do, it does feel to me just like the iPhone. It's just a faster horse. It's honestly a bit underwhelming, and even if people can't easily articulate why they don't want a Vision Pro, the price tag certainly doesn't help. Maybe they're not adopting it just because there's this sort of subconscious dread associated with it being that much easier to spend even more time on a computer staring at a screen. We're all clamoring for AI technology in part because it makes the impossible possible, but maybe it also helps us see a way to do more with less time in front of a screen or on the internet. Spatial computing helps us get out of our chairs, away from our desk. It helps us to bring a powerful computer with us in places we didn't think possible, but there's something about it that just makes me feel kind of sad. We strap a computer to our face, two magic rectangles pumping a graphical user interface and blue LED light straight into our brains, and we stand there using our hands to gesture in order to interact with that interface. We're still making spreadsheets, we're still surfing the web, we're still on conference calls, and we're still editing videos by hand. While it's interesting and in some ways even cool, like I really enjoyed the immersive video experience of the Metallica concert, that was awesome. Everything else, though, kind of feels like a letdown to me. I want to spend less time in front of a screen, not more time. And certainly not more time where the computer's literally strapped to my face. How does a new device from OpenAI's I/O eliminate the need for a computer or a smartphone altogether? And is that a good thing? Is that true progress? I feel like when you watch a video like the one OpenAI released and you hear someone like me talk about what it means for the future of humankind using tools to make things, it could sound like the old ways of doing things will be gone, extinct, no longer accessible. But I don't know that that's true either. We crave collaboration and the physical, tangible methods we've always used to make things. Films, apps, furniture, even photographs. That isn't going away. Just look at all the retro tech that has captured the hearts of so many, including me. 35mm film photography, Polaroid cameras, vinyl records, typewriters, flip phones, older cars, VHS movies, camcorders and digicams, even old iPods. We're all trying to unplug from this digital cyberspace overload we're living with and rediscover tactile technologies that make us feel more connected to our humanity and less connected to screens and cyberspace where we're alone together. The same goes for what I see as a rise in in-person interaction, community building, third places, live music, actually going to a store to shop for stuff, dining out, going to parks, national parks, outdoor recreation, spending more time together and less time scrolling and numb and hypnotized by the magic rectangle. For me, the Apple Vision Pro and spatial computing doesn't empower us to continue to move in a new direction, but when I think about what Sam and Jony are making, it makes me wonder if a magic intelligence in the cloud that provides us with an incredible external brain helps us do more and make more while spending less and less time in front of a screen. Of course, we'll have to wait to see what they've cooked up, but I will say it has me intrigued. My biggest fear, though, While we may spend less time in front of our legacy computer products and more time away from them working with AI, will we spend more time by ourselves, the auteurs of the things we make, creating anything we can think of in total isolation and ultimately alone with our wondrous little inventions? Let's just hope the real magic of AI isn't that it can trick us into thinking we're not alone, when the truth is that we're more alone using it than we've ever been.